At this time, I'm delighted to welcome our first-term mayor. About a year ago at this time, I had the opportunity to stop by Steve's office. He had just been elected as mayor about a month before, and he's certainly had, I would say, an interesting first year and a lot of stuff to talk about. So please welcome the mayor of Mundelein, Mayor Steve Lentz.
Thanks, everyone. I enjoyed my time here last year, and a lot certainly has happened since then. The theme here today is there's four areas I want to talk about, and that's building, branding, paving, and events. Building, branding, paving, and events, and a lot of the things that are going on in town couldn't really happen without just a great board and staff to kind of help move things along. Branding is one of them, and then we'll get to that in a second, but you can see our new logo right there. And we're doing a slow rollout, and so we have a tagline underneath that says "Start here, star here." I'll get into more details there, but before we get to building, I want to talk about baseball. I couldn't pass up the chance here. We had a little shift in the state rankings, and so here are the state rankings. Came out just yesterday, St. Rita at the top. And if you move down, Mundelein's ranked 13th, 27-2, amongst the fewest losses amongst those in the top 20, really. But they do factor in the strength of your schedule. So I had to point out that Libertyville is down there at 16. The timing worked out well. They were in the top 10 for weeks, and just on Monday they dropped down underneath us. So it worked out here very well. As an aside, Carmel High School is ranked 25th just this week for the first time. And then the third team on the bubble is Vernon Hills. So when you think of it in terms of the whole state of Illinois, we have a lot of great high school baseball going on immediately locally here. And I'll tell you, the Libertyville team, we watched a few games together, and they have a player that might go first round, signed multi-million-dollar contract here as a catcher, bats left, throws right, all that stuff. So anyway, good stuff here. Let's go to building. The first thing that we should talk about is the Village Hall. I talked about this a little bit last year, and we've certainly had a lot go on there. We had the plaza all fitted out with the infrastructure, but we have since built the Village Hall. It's a brand new Village Hall, 32,000 square feet or so, 16,000 on each story. It's a public-private partnership with Weston Solutions leasing out the top floor. They're a global consulting firm, and Village Hall will be on the bottom floor. Kind of get a better picture of it there. There's the front and then a view of the little bit of the interior there. And the case is going to be written up in a textbook of Northern Illinois, their Center for Governmental Affairs. And we're proud of the fact that we were able to put this together without increasing taxes to the taxpayer. We're financing it through savings, through TIF revenue, and then through the income from the leasing of the top floor. It's a 7-year lease with some renewables, options to renew. So we're very proud of that, and you can go see it. It's quite the project, and we move in, the date is June 9th, so it's coming up, and we're about ready to go. And it'll be a big change there. There are some development opportunities surrounding that on the plaza, and we're talking to folks that are interested in that, and we look forward to good things over the years to come. So along the lines of building, here's just some facts. Boy, can I see it here? There we go. Anything I missed there? Let's see. Wow, got the glare going on. Yeah, there we go. Just I think I said most of the facts there. All right, so you can just drive down Holly Street, look south by the train station, and you'll see it right there. And Chicago's going to open probably right about, I think, June 9th when we move in. I think Chicago Street should be open so you can drive around it and go through the European Plaza there. All right, another thing going on, right next door, across the tracks, we have a series of condominium and apartment towers planned out. And we're putting in the second one has already broken ground. They're laying the foundation right now, the second phase of what's called Cardinal Square. And let's see here. Yeah, 64-unit higher-end apartment building that's broken ground. So we're looking for some grants to build a pedestrian bridge linking Cardinal Square development, and there's room for another, 6, 7 buildings like this going further south, but to link those towers with the train station and the plaza area. So over the course of the next several years, that whole area is going to be transformed into what we feel is going to be really considered the new downtown. And so we're endeavoring to keep the ball rolling in this regard. Coves of Mundelein. This is right on Diamond Lake. Yeah, 36 luxury apartments going in right on the water. And that's going to break ground here shortly. I think we're just wrapping up a few items on their permit, and off we go, building that. So we're excited about the new building projects. And then another one to talk about, 2 more, I think. Mundelein Community Bank. Right next to McDonald's on 45. There's that vacant piece of property right across from the gas station, just north of McDonald's, a vacant piece of property there, and this beautiful building, 1,800 square feet, but there's a clock tower that rises pretty high in the air, 3 clocks facing west, north, and south, and we're thinking that that's going to really be a landmark for the downtown. It'll be right on the corner of Division, where people can then easily see where to turn in to go towards the plaza area. You just go to the clock tower and turn east. Real simple. And so we're looking forward to that. And we're wrapping up the permits on that, and that should break ground shortly here this spring. Let's see. Yeah, that made it into the presentation. We debated the wisdom of putting this up there. I figured we'd get a question about it anyway if it wasn't there. But the Walmart project, Walmart and the owner of the property are wrapping up their, this is at the Menards, where the old Menards, oops, there we go, the old Menards site, Creek Plaza. They're wrapping up their negotiations on the common area maintenance, and we expect that to come in for a landing here in the next month or 2, I'd say. And there's just crossing the T's and dotting the I's, so we're looking forward to that. I don't know what they'll break ground, maybe in the fall best, but we'll have to move pretty good for that to happen, but that's progressing. All right, branding. Did the building, lots of projects, branding. Since talking to you last year at this time, we've done a pretty thorough branding initiative, a lot of research, focus groups, surveys, and a lot of meetings, and lots of great creativity. Don Jenich kind of led this effort. And when all was said and done, the most important thing about a branding initiative is the branding statement. And really what came out of all of that is the information that really Mundelein is a great place for an entrepreneur to move to start a family, start a business. Lots of great value in terms of housing and commercial and industrial space and services. And so we're really teeing off on that theme and saying, and we're rolling out the tagline, start here, star here. And you can see the multicolored star is our new logo. It kind of expresses the message behind our branding. And there's different meanings for the colors, but at the end of the day, it's a star. And even if you look at the Walmart's logo or some of the other Apple, the world is going to very simple logos. And that's because you need to have it in a multitude of venues, like a website and an app. Here's our new website that we just rolled out a few months back. And the platform is state-of-the-art. Drupal is the platform behind it that's running this. We did this in-house. We built this in-house, and it just kind of, you can various pictures. There's our Park on Park there. But having a simple logo really translates well then into something like a mobile app, which we also built in-house here over the last year. And you can just download this on a smartphone, and it has requests for service and a whole bunch of information. And this is tied into our website. So we've endeavored on our IT department to really modernize our website and apps and on the mobile technology. So that's branding. Let's go to paving. Lots of projects going on here. Now let me beat the glare here and come down. There we go. We got this project 6083 and 176. If you go out 176 and you're going to make a right to go to Target, have you ever noticed that really, there's no left-hand turn right there. It's kind of a problem. So that whole intersection is going to get redone. We have the money from the state sitting there. We're just wrapping up some property acquisition items before we can break ground on that. So that's a major project. Let's see, and that was funded by the state. This year we're spending a little over $2.5 million total for our street improvements, and just community-wide rebuilding streets, repaving. And then we have a very important project starting on Hawley Street. If you've driven down Hawley going west, you'll come to a part right after Chicago Avenue, after 45. It gets kind of rough sailing there. And so that all is going to be between there and the high school will eventually be completely rebuilt. This is a partnership with the county, and we're wrapping up some property acquisition items there as well. And then we'll break ground on that. We're looking very much forward to having that done, as do the residents and anyone that drives that street. It's a feeder street that's quite significant to the community, but we need to have that done. Finally, lots of great events. We have a great beer festival. This will be the 3rd year on June 7th. And it'll be around that plaza area, the Metro lot, right in that vicinity, will be just a wonderful, and it's growing, the beer festival there. Park on Park, second Wednesday. I think last year we topped out well over 500 cars at the Park on Park. People bring in their vintage automobiles, and it's a great time. Community Days, July 3rd through 6th, and we have this will be, let's see, this will be the 3rd year of our art festival. We have an art festival that's just wonderful. Local artists come in and display their paintings and art, and that'll be on September 6th and 7th, and this will be the 2nd year of our One World Festival in the fall in the same area. So thank you very much, and I look forward to your questions later. Thank you.